Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Ayutthaya. And what we're going to go take a look at is we're going to go take a look at one of the definitely off the beaten path temples that's over here north of the city island. We're going to go take a look at Wat Prasat. This is a temple that they excavated in 2018, I believe, and it hasn't been recognized as an ancient site in the Royal Gazette, but they came back in, they restored it as much as they're going to, and it's down like a little trail. Where we're at right now is we're right here in front of Wat Jong Krom. And this is kind of a cool temple site also, but we're not going to look at it. And we're going to jump on the motorcycle, we're going to ride down the little trail to get to it, and then we're going to look at the site, and it'll be a kind of a little bit of a fun adventure today. So let's see what we see.
Planning a trip is always stressful, but YeSim takes one of the stresses out. Open the Apple Store or the Google Store, search for YeSim, install the app, and then you can search your plans. They have regional, they have country specific, or they have worldwide, and you can have pay-as-you-go plans as well. Installing the app is super easy. First-time users use the code ENDLESS25 with a capital E, and it will save you up to 20%. It takes about 3 minutes. Just follow the simple instructions. You can activate the plan immediately or upon arrival. Then all you simply do is open up the settings, turn your line off, turn YeSim on. You can check your balance at any time through the app. And then when you're at the airport, just simply walk by and enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, this is a temple that's a lot easier to get to, but what you got to do is you got to come and you got to go down the little driveway next to it, and then we'll take a little trail back in. And you can only get here before the rainy season. If you come down here during the rainy season, it's going to be flooded and you can't get down the little trail. All right, so we're on the motorcycle. Hopefully the wind noise won't be too bad. Yeah, this is the Wat Jong Krom. Has a really cool chetty and a couple other little halls here. This one's a better site than the one we're going to, but this one here is just off the beaten path. I like to find stuff like this. Alright, so here is the little trail, and it's just back in here. Dodge the vine here. Yeah, so you can get down here on a bike or a motorcycle, but you're not going to be able to bring a car down here. And out in here is part of the old moat. So this temple that we're going to was built in the late Ayutthaya, and then it was abandoned after the fall of the city in 1767. Yeah, not too many people come over here to it. I think it's probably just like the farmer guy, he'll come over here. You gotta watch the sharp thorns on the bushes. But yeah, here it is. Here's the site. So there's a couple different parts here. There's the royal chambers and a few other buildings, and then over there is the main part of the temple. And they planned on using this here, like it was planned for parking and stuff like that. They had signs and everything else put here, but nobody comes over here. It's just down this little trail. And you can see how close we are. I mean, that's that temple that we were just at. You can see the chetty. Yeah, let's go through. The brush is kind of pretty tall here, but we'll make the best of it. Yeah, it looks like it kind of reached out and bit me in a couple places. Both arms got kind of scratched up. Some thorny bushes. All right, so here we are. Looks like they have a brick platform and the perimeter wall, the crystal wall they call it. That's the wall that separates the temple from like the holy site from the earthly realm out here. And then these other buildings. Yeah, so you can see the site plan here. So 1 and 2 is the ordination hall and the Wehan, and then some of the smaller chetties, and then 8 and 9 and 10 out here is the royal residence, the ancient monuments, and the Buddhist image hall. That's these over here. So they excavated it twice, 2016 and again in 2018. I got quite a few trees growing up in here. Yeah, this would have had probably a nice little archway coming over the door. All of this is all new. It was extensively renovated. And so you see here, here's the Wehan. And this is kind of a cool thing right here. So this has a monument which is like a lotus base. This isn't something that you normally see. Kind of cool. You can see the plaster work that they did there. And then they had a second one right here and another one right here. Oh, that's pretty cool. So here's the hall. Looks like it has just one entryway here. This would have been a white building with the tile roof. It wouldn't have been overly large. You can see it had the round columns. It looks like that stone might have been part of a Buddha image. And then they put a modern image right there. So the locals will come out here maybe and pray. And then this looks like one of the roof tiles. Yeah, that is one of the old roof tiles. Picked that up and a lizard went running out of there. All right, so this is the Wehan. Looks like they had a small little shrine over there, and then the Ubasot. Yeah, so they call this monument number 8, and it was just a little rectangle, but they don't know what the function of it was. Yeah, they have nice little signage and everything here telling you all about it, but this is just down that little trail. Nobody's out here. All right, so this is the main structure on the inside. This is the Ubasot. This is the structure that the new monks would have been ordained, and they would have had the Buasima stones here all around this, and these are just down a couple bricks here, so completely missing. Yeah, this would have been abandoned and destroyed in 1767 along with everything else here upon the fall of Ayutthaya. But the Burmese set up their stockades out on this part, so they were out here for 2 years sieging the island. So everybody fled from here. They repurposed some of these temples into forts that they used to bombard the city with. But I don't know about if they did that to this one. I don't think so. And this is the Ubasot. So you can see that pointed torus molding. That's what they call that. That was kind of the styling. And it would have probably been bowed a little bit like a boat. That was the late Ayutthaya style also. Now there is a cool temple that's a little bit further north of here that I've been to a couple times. I haven't been there in several years. I may go visit it again one of these days. But it was a royal temple, and the king would go to it by boat. Yeah, this is it. So this is all new tile work in here, and then they would have had the base for the Buddha right over here. But this has been heavily restored. And then you can see it's just surrounded by kind of this swampy, boggy area. And this will, like I said, this does flood whenever it's rainy season. Yeah, this is the biggest building on site, but it's kind of underwhelming just because of how much it's been renovated. And we got more buildings here that they don't know the function of. Just little ancient monuments in here. You can see the little spire of a chetty over here. And so they think this was a rectangular chetty with the 12 redented corners. Would have been a late Ayutthaya style. And the reason why is because this little piece of stucco work. That's that little spire, that little twisty thing up at the top. And then this is the part of another chetty, those long, slender ones. And you can see these are those redented corners that was pretty popular in the Ayutthaya era, the late. And it's on an octagonal base also. And then a bunch more of these little chetties. They don't know exactly the style of them just because of the poor condition whenever they excavated it. And this is the last little chetty right here. They're calling it Monument 3.1. You can see just what's left of it, a little bit of brick. Okay, that's everything inside of there. Let's look at these other little buildings over here. The Buddha Hall, the Royal Pavilion, and the other one right here. And what we have over here, this is Monument 4, and they found only the base. So they had to come in here and rebuild pretty much everything you see. A little bit of it was right here, but all the rest of it is all new brick. And they put some concrete and stuff there. And then it looks like a stone out here. Looks like part of a chetty. It's hard to say what this was. And it looks like this hall here, it's cracking and settling. They'll have to fix it up if they ever do anything more with this. But it is getting overgrown with trees. It doesn't take long in this climate. The trees and tall brush take it over. And within a couple decades, it's all, doesn't look like anything's ever been done to it. And this is the royal residence. So they found some artifacts here in this one here. They call it the lion limb. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but that's why they say this was probably a residence. And you can see again the styling of this. I really like how they did that, and then they carved these bricks here also. And then they would have put plasterwork over the top of it. You can see it's just covered in brush now. All right, let's look at the last little Buddha Hall over here. Now all through the driveway you can see debris. This would have been the old bricks that were making up these buildings, and they scattered them out here when I did the restoration. And this is the last little part here. So this is the Buddhist imagery hall. So it was 12 meters long, a little over 12 meters, and just roughly 8 meters wide. And so you see that back there, that was the little structure, like a cell-like structure. That's what they believed had like a Buddha inside of it. And just had one little entrance. Probably didn't have any windows. It's hard to say. It might have had one small window on each side. It looks like a door over there. And this is the best structure that's intact here on site. And it would have had an image right there. And it would have had a little way to come into it from right there. So the devotees could have came over and prayed in that little room right there. Yeah, it's interesting enough. You can see how they styled the bricks and everything there also. Yeah, the wall is just about 6 to 7 course of brick high on most of it, except for here. Yeah, this would have all been abandoned. Everybody would have fled when the Burmese came. If they didn't fled, they would have been grabbed up and taken into bondage. That was the fate of a lot of people here. You can see the faux little columns, and then it had the lotus flowers up the top. Yeah, this would have been a really spectacular building. I like what you can see of it. Would like to have seen it intact. And this is the little doorway, so you could have came in this door and then came in here. Oh, there's a second little Buddha image there. And then maybe something sitting on this little ledge. And those look like the existing bricks there. So looks like when they restored it, you see they put new bricks there. They would have supported it up, and then the existing, or the old existing bricks are up top while they put the new ones down below to keep it from collapsing. Well, that's the whole temple site. Yeah, it's a shame that they don't do anything with it, but there is not a big draw here. It's just kind of, most of the buildings are down to the base. So they've restored it extensively, but there's just not a whole lot to see. They don't know the functions of a lot of the buildings, and then the others, the walls are completely gone. So this must have been just completely destroyed during the fall of Ayutthaya, and so there wasn't a whole lot to work with. But anyway, it's a nice enough temple ruin, something to see on a day like today. That'll finish up our video over here at this Wat Prasat. It's a little bit of an adventure to get over here. You got to go down that little windy trail, and definitely something to do. If you like a little bit of adventure, come over here and check this out. The trail is accessible by motorcycle, or you can walk down it, or bicycle. So if you wanted to come over here and see it, like I said, come over here during the dry season. If you come over here during the rainy season, you're not going to be able to get down that road. So hopefully you enjoyed the little video we made. If you did, smash the like button. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below, or if you've been here, which I don't think too many people have. If you have been here, I would really like to know. And if you know more about it, tell me also. And subscribe to the channel. All that stuff helps me. And until next time, from over here at Wat Prasat in Ayutthaya, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.